Hi, my name is Maria. I am PokerStars blogger for Brazil, and I also work a little bit with marketing, and I'm also a part-time slacker. The tournament final table had a pretty interesting dynamic, like people from all over the world, literally here in Brazil, in Rio, like from Holland, from Germany, from the US, from Venezuela, one Brazilian. I think it was great. You saw like a very aggressive play, but I think the table has mostly been dominated by two players who are now going to play the heads up, and I think it's going to be a very good heads up, like for a change, because I think they are both quite skilled and they have like the exact same stack, which is funny. But I thought it was a very good final table. Well, I think that the young online players are always a big threat because, first of all, they're very bankroll oriented, so when they play they're very aware of their bankroll, so they're not scared to put all their chips in the pot because they're playing very math oriented, so they're not gonna go broke. The other thing is that the volume that they play gives them a lot of experience and people will underestimate them, and I think underestimating is always a good thing for the young people or for girls, because I play as well and I'm always underestimated, which I adore because I'm very bad, obviously. And I think they are a very big threat, and I think in the World Series we're going to see a lot of them. What makes their game special is, first of all, they don't play out of their bankroll, so they're not scared of busting out of the money. So they really, I'm sorry for this, but they rape the bubble. You could see that during bubble play, Alex, Julian, all the internet kids, well, there was only those two left, they were raping the bubble. Nobody was playing except for them. And the other thing is that they are extremely aware of pot odds and of the math of the game, so they don't make mistakes. You don't see them raising with whatever hands when there's very short stacks to their left that they can double, and they understand the dynamics of the game and the math. And then if they're good with psychology and personality, they pick up on tells, so that just adds so much more to their game. It's very hard to compare the caliber of play in Latin America. I can speak for Brazil, not for all of Latin America, to say the United States, or I guess mostly the United States and even Europe, because poker is a part of the American culture, and soccer is part of our culture, so you cannot compare our soccer skill to their soccer skill, as you cannot compare their poker skill to our poker skill. Obviously we're at a disadvantage, a huge disadvantage. Also in terms of economics, because the dollar to our currency is 2 times, so a 10K buy-in for a US citizen is a 20K buy-in for a Brazilian citizen, so also that weighs a lot. But I think that with online and so much information, and when people know more than one language, they can read, not even so much books, because I don't know how much you can learn from the books, but forums, and discuss it with international friends that you make online. So I really think, all my respect to the onliners, because I play online, and I think that's where good skill is coming from, and they are making the live players, whatever, who used to diss them, learn a trick or two, a new trick or two, so that they don't get outdated. I am a gambling woman, and I have a big bet on Julian that is paying 10-1. So if he wins, which he's now heads up, I'm making quite a bit of cash.